Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa from Beauty from Inside and Out, and today's topic, de-stressing. Yep, I'm in my robe, sporting a robe, because we're going to talk a little bit about how we can go ahead and just reduce the stress that we can kind of like build up around this time of year, right? Is anybody with me? Okay, I think I've got some things that I can share that may help you with that, so keep watching.
If you're here, then you woke up today, and that is a blessing. Don't take that for granted. Don't waste it.
Okay, ladies, here we go. I just got back from vacation and I am still in the mode of calm, and even though, yeah, the holidays are here, right? By the time you're watching this, we've gone by already our Thanksgiving, but you know, the holidays and Christmas is just around the corner, and we're all in that hustle and bustle and just gatherings and shopping and all the things that can just cause a lot of stress around this time of year. But let's take a chill pill and maybe kind of come back to this video when you're feeling that anxiety building up. Maybe try one, two, or all of the suggestions that I have here to help you reduce a little bit of that stress. Okay, let's get into this, right? So let's start with something kind of practical. I mean, that's kind of what I have titled this, right? Just some practicality on de-stressing. How about something as simple as when it's time to go to sleep at night? I think one thing that is like really helpful when it's time for you to just shut everything down is to make sure that your room is pitch dark. Hear me out on this. We don't sometimes realize the little things that are distractions in our room by all the just the lighting. You may think it's dark because when you turn the light off, it just like it takes a minute for your eyes to get adjusted, right? But then once it does, you really see the light. Anything, even the moonlight sometimes that can come in through your window. But let's just talk about sometimes our cell phones, our clocks maybe, right? Digital clocks that are like on our nightstand. Like it can totally distract from you being able to get a really good night's sleep. So you've seen these, right? I mean, I have one here. It's a mask. It's one of those sleep masks, right? Okay, you can't hear me with all the rustling, but let me pull this out. A very basic sleep mask, right? Put this on, guys. I have my hair in a pony today because it's up, you know, de-stressing. But we're gonna take this and make sure that this will just block all of that lighting distraction. Sometimes this could be a little bit, maybe, I don't know, annoying for you. Is it like to have something on your face while you're sleeping? Is that you? I know I can go through that. Sometimes it's not a problem and sometimes it is, but just a suggestion, guys, like really block all of that extra lighting that you are not really paying attention to until it's time to like get to sleep. Okay, so a sleep mask. They're everywhere. I mean, I got that one in one of the many ways that I get a lot of my things to try is through like the Fit Fab Fun boxes. You've heard of them, right? So I got that in there, but I've used many of them before. So that's just one very easy, practical thing. Make sure that your room is just ready for you to like sleep for the night. Okay, let's go with move on with another one. Now, this is like kind of preparing to even get to sleep. Or sometimes if you're just like needing a little bit of that calmingness at the evening, like, you know, you're done running around and but now you want to just chill. Guys, something as simple as a nice cup of tea. Do you guys like tea? Leave in the comments. Are you a tea person? Iced tea, warm tea, hot tea? Like, do you drink teas? I used to never be a tea person. Now, I love my coffee in the morning, but they have so many different teas, and I'm just pulling one randomly that I have in my drawer with my coffee stuff. But this one is a cozy chamomile, caffeine free, right? So just so, you know, caffeine can sometimes trigger those, you know, like it's you going, you want a caffeine free tea. Now this one is just very, it's an herbal tea. So there's green teas, there's different teas, guys. Like look into your teas and see which one's going to be the right one. They have different flavors, but I think a nice cup of tea, and get your favorite cup. Like I think the whole ambiance of everything is just makes everything like aesthetically nice, right? For you to enjoy it all, the moment. Like I'm all about the moment. So a nice hot cup of tea will help you kind of just start to zen, you know, whether it's in the evening to prepare yourself for bed, or just you're done running around and you want to start to relax your body, your mind. A good cup of tea. Keep that in mind, okay? If you're not a tea person, there's so many different, like I said, flavors. I'm sure that you can find one that will kind of fit your taste buds, so to speak. So grab another thing I feel that really can help when it comes to reducing a little bit of that stress is just to take a nice brisk walk, whether it's in the morning, in the evening. I think those are great times to do them. Me personally, my opinion. Typically, it's like the coolest time of the day, whether you're doing it in the summer, in the winter, but like now, choose a time when it's comfortable for you to walk. I know in some places it may be cold, kind of like where you are, so you don't have to make these a long walk. The whole point is just to get out of the space that you're kind of in. Activity and everything just helps, like everything, like your mind to refresh. It helps your endorphins, right? Like it will help you just take a breath in. Like when you're walking, when you're doing any kind of activity, your breathing changes clearly, right? Just helps you to take in those deep breaths, right? And release. Again, when I spoke like even just about like setting the whole ambiance, like with the tea, I kind of do that with a lot of my things. And when I'm gonna purposely go for that walk, because I know I needed to clear my mind, to just zone out, break, you know, just breathe. Once again, I want to do it all. I want to make sure now in the winter, especially where I'm at, it's not cool very often, but when it does, oh my gosh, I will grab like my favorite sweatshirt with a hoodie, because again, here where I live, it's warm all year long, but there are those days where this just screams cozy and de-stressing for me. Like I get to throw this nice little hoodie on and just go for that 5-minute walk. Doesn't have to be long. Get out into the sun, get out into like just natural air, not forced air in your home, whether it's heater or AC. So walking will definitely bring down that stress level, right? Okay, the other thing, guys, when I was kind of putting this this kind of list together, or just thinking of things that I know help me kind of like reduce the stress, I was thinking of my senses, okay? Whether it's smell, whether it's a touch, what you hear, what we're seeing, right? Like all of that allows us to have an experience, which can trigger all the things to reduce stress. And so, as I mentioned, smell. I love a good smell of a candle. There's so many different scents. So here I have one. Found it at any local store that you shop at. Shop it on Amazon if you like. But this one has a country holiday smell. It's just, there's just something about smelling something that's soothing, that can, just like something, you can smell something that can make you trigger of a memory. It's the same thing, right? Like when it comes to like decompressing, de-stressing, lavenders and certain smells can trigger all of those senses to just have you can feel like your shoulders, even the muscles like in your neck, just start to kind of like relax, right? So a really good smelling candle, just light that candle up and concentrate on that smell. Concentrate on maybe what that reminds you of, maybe something pleasant, right? It all of that will just help de-stress you a little bit. Okay, so, and again, I'm all about aesthetics. So here I have like my little stand where I keep my candle, and I have a little lighter that I found that it's like wireless in a sense, where you get to use like your USB to charge it. And then my little snuffer hanging on my candle, so I have everything there and I don't have to worry and be stressing looking for everything. Everything is like right where I need it. Okay, so a good candle. This time of year, you can definitely find a great. Moving along now to something that can help with also that touch, right? So I'm sure that you've seen these kind of weird little apparatus. But this little thing here, I forget sometimes that I have it, and I'll have a little bit of like that pre-headache. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know how like you kind of know and feel like a headache is kind of coming because you're just stressed. You just start to feel a little bit of maybe like that, a little bit of that kind of weird achiness in your neck, and you're like, okay, this thing here is so good, guys. Like, you just set it on the top of your head, right? Now I have my hair up in a pony, but you're able to, you know what, let's get the pony off. Let's get the pony off and let it loose. So bring it down, and then just up and down, whether you're taking it to the back of like your neck. Oh, this feels so good. And just allow each time that you are pushing it down and up, like feel every little like end of the ball that's kind of hitting your scalp. Just think of every little time that it goes in and out. Just even me just doing this now, it just allows that sensation of what's happening to your scalp just kind of run down. It just like starts to allow like the blood flow that's on your head, in your scalp, just start to just release. Like, it's just such an amazing little piece thing to have. So inexpensive. And it's just the little things, right? The little things that can just help you bring that stress down just a notch. I mean, it's called a scalp massager. So if you put it in there that way, I'm sure you'll find it. Okay, moving along, guys. If you are like me and love to write stuff out to kind of get them out of your head, okay, so that, because if you're like me, and tell me if you are, like, do you feel like once you have put stuff down on paper, whether it's things you need to do or a thought that you want to put down because it's just kind of bugging the heck out of you and you just want to get it out, get it down and just release it, like that automatically will just help also just kind of, if that's you, you may be a journaler. Is that a word? There's so many pretty little books, little journals that you can find. Maybe start now. Start like in this new month, right, of December. It's around the corner, and start writing down like your thoughts and stuff maybe that's causing you to have a little bit of an anxiety, whatever that is, guys. Whether it's just the gatherings that are coming up that maybe you feel like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little stressed around these people that I'm gonna be around. Like, write it down, like put it on paper. You know, it really does help to release it from your brain, from your mind, because not only do you just get it out from your system, but then it's not even building up more stress. So anyway, journaling, I think it's a great way to decompress. If you're not one to do this, and you don't even have to do this every single day, it could just be when, that's what I do. I will feel a little anxious at times, or maybe something's bothering me, or something, or maybe it's just thoughts of things that I want to get done in the next, week or so. Like, I just journal it. And again, it doesn't have to be every day. It could just be whenever you feel the moment to do it. Make it a weekly thing. But I think that this will be another small little key on being able to just reduce that stress level in your life around this time of year. Okay, so let's see. I think I have just three left. Okay, now these are things that you can actually also like purchase. Okay, so going back to smell for a little bit, and I also got these on a FabFitFun box. They've lasted a while because it's a little serum. They're serums that have like a little roll on. They both do. So they have like a little ball that you get to roll onto your body. Now, one is called Sleep Well, and the other one is actually called a de-stress relaxation. Okay, I use them both in the same way. I will take, and usually at night is when I clearly do this, after I've done like my whole facial skincare at night. But I will take this, guys, and it says that you can either rub this on your temple, okay, or the back of your ear. And there's something to be said about placement on these serum. And it reminded me a little bit of on this trip that I took. So I went on a cruise, and I am not one to get seasick, but my husband was like, you know what, we're gonna just go prepared. So just in case, right, we're taking one of our longer cruise. We've had cruise before, but this was a lengthier cruise. And we were both like, well, we don't know, being a longer cruise, whether we were gonna go ahead and get sick or not. So let's just be prepared. So he went ahead and bought the Dramamine. He actually purchased these bracelets that he wore on his wrists. And he bought these little sticky, I don't even know if it was like some kind of medication that was on it or some kind of a sensor. I went ahead and placed it right where I just put that serum, just in the back of like the back part of behind my ear. So I was reading, and these particular areas like on our bodies, whether it's like our wrists, back of the ear, our temple, there's even some areas like on our necks, that when we target these areas, it has something to do with a balance of like motion sickness, and that could be anything. It doesn't even have to be like on a ship. It could be like in the air. You know how you can get sometimes car sick, right? It's just a motion thing. And so using any one of these things will just kind of help reduce that motion feeling of that illness that you're gonna kind of get. So that's the same thing with these serums. And so putting them on these specific areas, because they really don't have a smell. Now, the one that says Sleep Well, does have a small, very small, lightly scent to it. So it's not about the smell. It's about the serum and what it's doing specifically on those places that I've mentioned, like the temple, the back of the ear. And so it just helps reduce that stress level. This really does help quite a bit. And again, it is just, it's called sensual de-stress relaxation. So I'm sure that if you look this up also over on Amazon, you'd be able to find it. It says calming blend, helps relieve, tension and stress. Anything that I can find, and it's worked. So that's why I'm putting it here in my list of things, because I've been using both of these and like them a lot. So again, one has a little bit of a scent thingy and the other one does not. Okay, last two. This one is one that I will wear if I, again, am feeling a little bit of like that headache coming on. And that's kind of when I know that I am either subconsciously stressing out, like, and I say subconsciously because I will deny that I am stressed out. That's just me. But my body will clearly, and that's a great indicator that you are, your body's going to let you know in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So take that with a grain of salt when I'm saying this, but this little piece here, guys, it is so good. Now you can pop this in the microwave or in the freezer, either way. I personally like it when it's hot, but it depends on why I'm using it, when I'm using it and for what. So like if I feel like I have a headache, now this time I do have a headache, a full-blown kind of headache, I will pop this in the freezer and put it on. And I'll show you in a second how this goes on. It's called Theraice. Yeah, Theraice. But I'll if I find this, I'll go ahead and put this in the link below, because I did get this over on Amazon. Now, if to de-stress and I'm feeling like I just need to zen out, I need something to kind of like just start to calm my body down. This is so good. And that's when I do pop it into the microwave. Now, it has like a little bit of tension on it, so I think that's great for that. So you put this over your head, okay? And it blocks the light out, first of all and foremost, because this little crease goes right in down below your nose, right above the bridge of your nose. So you clearly have this blocking any light. Now I don't want to release it because I've got my false lashes on. But the pressure that's on this is like amazing. And it helps so much with, just like I said, being able to just decompress a little bit of that stress. So wearing this warm or cool, however you're going to feel comfortable, I think is such a good little piece thing to have. So again, I'll try to link this down below, and because it was over on Amazon that I got this. Okay, and then my last one. I think I might have shared this one before, but it's totally worth mentioning again because you might have seen it somewhere over here on YouTube or in one of social media platforms. But I tell you, it is something that I actually gifted to my son, and I think I'm using it more than he is. So this piece here, guys, is amazing. Okay, I can link this one also. It's called Renpho. I think that's what it's called, Renpho. There may be other brands out there, but that's what this one's called. And guys, this is so good. So you clearly put this over your eyes, okay? And it not only has a massage for like massaging, you know, the pockets of under your eye and like on top of your brow. That feels amazing. But you know me, like I said before, I'm like, I want the whole experience. If I can get it, that's what I'm looking for. So it has not music. Well, it's kind of a music. It's a little bit of a sound that kind of helps you relax. You know how like when you've been or you've gone to have a massage and you have like a little bit of that very relaxing music in the background. It's the same kind of thing. It warms up. So it has also like the padding has a warmth where it starts to warm up. I think that's it. So it has the sound, the massage, the warmth, and this feels so good, guys. For just tired eyes, right, to just kind of shut down. Totally great for just reducing that stress that you be having. But it's like so easy. I know it looks kind of funky when you have this on, but like, who's watching you? This is your time, right, to just decompress. Let me see if I can go ahead and put it on and let you.
Close your eyes, relax, and enjoy. Air pressure plus heat.
Yeah, so it says air pressure plus heat, and now you can hear that very soothing sound. So guys, and then you just turn it off. It comes with a USB.
Goodbye.
Charge it. Don't have to worry about the batteries ever running out. So love that, and I use that quite a bit. Like I said, I stole it from my son, even though I gave it to him because he does have a lot of he gets headaches quite often. So I thought that was gonna be helpful for him. But guys, just either pick one of these things or all of these things and just have your moments of zen in these next coming up weeks, right? It's like, it's just a time of year where we do love it, right? We're getting together with family and friends, and we love the holidays, but it can be sometimes very stressful, right? For a myriad of reasons. And just being able to just take the time to decompress, you know, reduce the stress levels at the end of the day, or take a day or two of the week. Try these, try them all. If you do, let me know which ones you do. Let me know if you purchased any of the things that I have shared, and if you are doing some of them, I'd love to hear that as well. So we're keeping it here this week with just being able to give you some tips on practical ways to decompress, and I will catch you on my next one next week. Okay, until later, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you think someone else can benefit from anything that I have talked about today. Love you. Thanks for being here so much. Until next week.